Hello everybody and welcome along to Bahrain for the third time in the last week. We are getting ready for the Tier 3 sprint race. Hyperia already in chat, and it's going to be one of the races you want to be here early for, because we are not having a qualifying session before we head into a 10 lap race of absolute carnage. Reverse grid championship order, and yeah, it's going to be interesting. And once again, Will Swan joins me in the commentary box.
Good evening. Good
There
evening.
he is. Got Will Lighton in chat as well. Rory Bates on the grid. It is all kicking off in Sakir. Alright, here we go. 3, 4, 5 red lights in Bahrain. And it is lights out and away we go. We have an Alpine of Nilsson leading us away. He was fighting for the championship last season, but this season at the back of the championship order. After a DNF in Jeddah. Williams looking up the inside of the other Alpine of Vasilev further back. Through the field. We've got Rory Bates making up a few positions from P10. Find himself in P5, and there's an off. There's a Red Bull and a Mercedes in the wall. It's Sharma and Purcell who have collected each other at turn 3. Not what the Red Bull and Aston Martin teams would have wanted here today.
Other than that, though, every car seemed to get through turn 1 completely fine, which is quite a surprise, to be honest. Ice Cream at the back losing a bit of time there, but Smith also jumping the start, getting a drive-through penalty. There's a McLaren gone wide. It's Rolf van Loon bottling it already. Oh, there's been a crash! Livingston and Shake, and Duck's just spun. He's just spun on his own accord. That is criminal, Duck.
Duck has collected his own teammate.
Oh God.
Meanwhile, up front is an Alpine 1-2 as it stands, with Williams keeping them honest there in P3, and Roy Bates charging his way up to P4 already. Luke Martin currently P6 as well. I'm not too sure where he started on the grid, but he's finding his way through the field as it stands.
I don't think he was too far back, but he definitely wasn't P6. He was.
Here goes Aurelius up the inside of Rory Bates into the penultimate corner, and before we get to the braking zone, he's ahead and through as Luke Martin underneath the rear wing of that McLaren now as well.
And as Doug spun once again.
This will not be how Rory Bates wanted to make his Amethyst racing return, getting overtaken by Luke Martin, so he's going to deploy a bit of battery into turn 1 and get ahead. As he's looking back up the inside of Aurelius here. Oh, they're 3 wide, and Luke Martin gets both of them. Luke Martin threading the needle through both cars and getting up into P4.
Jeff Pavish gets through as well on Rory Bates. Got an awful exit there because of how wide he ran on the exit of turn 1. Compromised him big time. Connor, how do you fix the fog?
I don't know. I've got a lot of fog as well.
Thought you fixed it in the tier 2 stream.
No, I fixed it because the fog was not on the screen, but it was on the cars.
Fog is coming.
So
nah,
you either have the fog on everything, or you have like white cars appearing from. It looks really weird. I prefer having the fog than. Yeah.
Anyone's in the chat that knows how to fix it, if there is a fix, please.
Is that Fluke the pre-season favourite? It absolutely is. I already know that he's not going to shut up about that move. He's just
no way. There's an option to turn on and off skid marks.
I think Zerveld left the lobby as we were loading in.
No way.
Because there was 17 people in the lobby, and as we counted down to like last 10 seconds, it went to 16. So I think
his game crashed. That's
well, luckily for him, he's got qualifying and a race after this that are going to award more points. So you can look forward to that instead, as Aurelius gets past Luke Martin into turn 1, down the inside. Job done for the Ferrari driver. Ferrari having a very strong sprint race in tier 2 with was it Grabowski winning?
Yeah.
There.
Couldn't get double points
Luke
though.
Martin though back up the inside at turn 4, side by side for the Mercedes and the Ferrari. A little bit of wheel banging on exit, but Aurelius defends the position nicely and keeps that P4 away, but they are losing time to the Haas driver in front. I wish that skid bot was an option. That's a bit like path race.
Oh, Luke Martin's just had a massive moment, and now he's dropped right off the back of Aurelius. Feel like Jeff Pavich hunting him down hot on his heels. Can Jeff make any advantage out of this though? Doesn't look like he can for now.
Jeff Pavich getting a little bit cocky last race.
Ice Cream.
If he raced, he would have dominated.
Ice Cream though, going up the inside of Rory Bates. Heading through the final corners of the second sector. Bates still up the inside, yeah. He might go for a move back up the inside. He's going to concede the position there. Maybe a smart thing to do. Doesn't want to lose several positions like he did before. Would be funny.
Of course, Byland's saying that.
Yeah, Byland, you're good at that, aren't you?
Byland, you might want to coach him on how to do it.
Actually, if I remember the tier 2 sprint race, I'm pretty sure your tactic was just kill.
Rory Bates overtaking Ice Cream down the pit straight, back up into P7. I think we're going to have a good scrap here for the final points paying position. And Rory Bates is doing a good job at pushing these cars back into his teammate and championship leader, Rolf van Leeuwen.
Would be nice to see him finally win a tier 3 championship after being so washed in tier 1 and tier 2. Especially because he talks such big game for being in tier 3.
Does he?
It's crazy.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it talks big game to me. Not publicly. Any chance I can, I will humiliate him. Well, you commented with him on the tier 2 race. Pretty sure all he did was take the piss out of me. So, fair digs.
Yeah, it's
anyway.
Swapping about between you two. Although, I think Van Leeuwen's pace isn't looking too promising here. He's not managed to catch up to this train yet.
That is because he's tier 3 pace and needs to just close his mouth sometimes.
Byland said, "What are you on about, Swan? I was not dirty."
Yeah, alright. You crazy.
He wasn't dirty, he was just making sure you were there. Anyway, Luke Martin, still tucked under the wing of Aurelius' Ferrari. Will he be looking to make a move here with the DRS assistance? About halfway through this race now. Pulls out to the left hand side, nearly on the grass. Into the braking zone we go. Round the outside at turn 1, a little bit of wheel banging between these two once again. But it is Luke Martin now up into P4 and leading.
Jeff's going to get through though. Jeff Pavic gets past Aurelius there with a better exit. And on the straight, we missed Ice Cream getting back past Rory Bates with the DRS assistance. Nice and easy move. But Aurelius is going to want to claw back those positions as soon as he can. Lost 2 positions in the space of a few corners. That's a new one. Brake bias got turned down to 50% because the game is shit. I've not heard of the game automatic changing random brake bias. But, well, maybe I'm wrong. Oh, Jesus Christ. Mitchell nearly just spun on the exit of turn 10. And it's going to allow Rolf van Leeuwen to get past. Or is it? Nope, he chickens out. What a little girl.
So the sprint is a new format that I don't think we're going to run again because it's been a little bit too chaotic and difficult to set up. But for this round and this round only, we have just got a sprint but in reverse order. So the grid was set with the championship leader at the back and the back of the championship at the front.
Yeah, but
Luke Martin wasn't on pole position. However, he was for the tier 2 race the other day. If you wanted to rewatch that, as Luke Martin and Jeff Pavic going side by side down the pit straight, and Jeff Pavic gets ahead. But
well,
the sprint still hands out the same amount of points, 8 points for the leader, for the winner, sorry, and then 1 point for P8. But it mixes it up a bit, and then we have a qualifying after this for 18 minutes, that then sets the grid for the 50% Grand Prix, so it's just completely separate.
And we also saw Ice Cream getting past Aurelius into turn 1 there, and Rolf van Leeuwen also finally deciding that he wasn't too scared to make an overtake, using the DRS to get past Mitchell on the straight. Let's see if he can actually do something useful like get into the points.
Well, he's got his teammate and reserve teammate ahead of him anyway.
Hyperion reckons that one of us is super quiet, and I would guess that it's me.
Say something?
Wait, Connor speak. Oh, Connor, it's you.
It was me.
Yeah, it was you.
Oh, hold up. Why? It's on the same setting I always have it on.
Oh, Jeff Pavic just got past Luke Martin. Why do we miss this move? As soon as there's technical issues.
Is this any better or not? I'm speaking ASMR levels. Okay, sorry. I'll have to speak like this for the rest of the race. Hello, everybody.
It's still like the tiniest bit too quiet, won't
Alright,
I?
what if I just turn everything else down? There we go. Solution.
Easy fix.
This should now be a bit better, hopefully. My microphone is microphone is literally in my mouth.
He's literally
Can't
swallowing
I
it. I can
can't
see. I've
get.
got a live feed in his bedroom right now. I can see
Yeah,
that he's swallowing the
he
microphone.
always does.
You wouldn't believe it. Promise he is though.
Still shit.
Yeah, Hyperia. He's doing exactly what Fluke
Right,
does.
what about now? Is this any better? What's going on? Wait, alright, just glitched out, never mind.
Wait, I'll listen. Speak. I'll listen to the stream.
Hello, 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 hello. Don't know what to say. Proper goblin. Yeah,
Sounds good. Sounds good now.
I'm not listening to Byland. The critique of everything. But
These guys are
Jeff
fucking
Pavic, Luke
mush.
Martin have dragged themselves up into the DRS range of the top three. After being, what was it, 3.2 seconds behind, so they're definitely showing some kind of tier 2 pace right now.
Was the gap actually 3.2?
I think so.
Oh yeah, it was quite big, wasn't it? I do remember. I'm not sure if it was 3 seconds. Though. I swear it was like 2.
I mean,
That
it's
is
alright.
hilarious. That is funny.
What?
I wish I could say Spinala with a capital B.
Oh, yeah.
I'm fucking dying of laughter. Oh, go on, Jeff Pavic, you wouldn't. Yeah, you wouldn't.
Oh,
he
you might think about it
sent
here, though.
Williams wide, though.
Williams
Switch
goes deep.
back.
Is he going to look for a better run now? Up the hill and into turn 4. DRS enabled for both drivers, let's not forget, though. Is he thinking about a dive? Oh, he is. Down the inside for Jeff Pavic. Luke Martin trying to get in the action as well. Luke Martin is now side by side.
Oh, don't do it. He's made
Oh.
my mistake. Oh, he nearly did it. Your mom likes to take a spin. Alright, Nikita Mazepin.
What?
Just based off of the face cam, it just did look very facially like
Oh.
Nikita Mazepin. Oh, Williams has ran it wide again, but so is Fluke. But he's got ERS deployed and DRS round the outside here for turn 11.
He's through.
Shocker.
And Luke Martin and Jeff Pavic continue their pursuit up the field. It's going to make for an interesting race if Luke can not bottle it for once. Though Luke has practically ran out of ERS, and Mick Williams is coming under pressure from his teammate, and Ice Cream looks to get through before we even get to the final corner.
You just called him Mick Williams, didn't you?
Did I call him Mick Williams? I meant
Yeah.
Williams. I've been playing too much iRacing with the guy. Oh!
Christ, you saw that too.
Yeah.
Oh, Williams is gonna go.
Oh my god!
I was gonna say he's gonna get back past though, but now they're just being silly. Oh my god. Well, Aurelius is gonna go for the switchback and go for the better run. He's gonna have the outside line for turn 4. It's a drag race now to the braking zone. Rory Bates might get involved if they both run it wide. Aurelius seems to get through on the outside though. Lovely move. Oh god.
Yeah, I think he's got that secured.
To be fair, there actually hasn't been a safety car in this sprint race, which is different to tier 1 and 2. I'm not saying
Jeff
that.
Pavic looking for a move up into P2 in this race. Looking down the inside at turn 11, doesn't quite find the space he needs. Will this invite Luke Martin to make him make a dive into turn 13? Because I wouldn't put it past him. But he thinks better of it. And he's going to live to fight another day, is Jeff Pavic. Or is he? Because Luke Martin seems to be closing on him. Down the back straight. Maybe not enough though. I think Luke is using his brain a little bit here. He's been doing too much NASCAR and iRacing.
You could give Jeff Pavic the pace of Janu Opmia and he still wouldn't beat the racecraft of Isaac Vakari. I wouldn't be shocked if he sends it, yeah. I think Vasilev's got a poor run there though because he's trying not to hit his teammate ahead.
Oh,
my
Jeff
God.
spun! Jeff is in the bin. Oh, Mr. Jeff Pavic. Oh dear. This is a guy that was absolutely talking his mouth off about how everyone was so slow in Jeddah, and he can't even keep it on the track for 10 laps.
Would have dominated, yeah. King of the gravel traps, maybe. Did he get wing damage? Yeah, he did.
I think so, yeah. But this puts Luke Martin up into P3 and right behind Vasilev. Will Luke try and make a move, do you think, by the end of this lap? And will it end in a disaster? Probably. We can only hope, right, chat?
Please. 120 hours. Oh, Mitchell's retired. I think he's dropped it under traction, much like Jeff Pavic, and he's in the wall. How has he dropped it there?
I think he might have taken the runoff on the exit of turn 10 because it's very slippy there.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe just had to snap into the wall.
Either way, is Luke Martin going to go for a last corner dive, Mom? I very much doubt it.
No, I don't think so. Very uninspiring from Jeff Pavic. But here comes Nilsson now to cross the line and win the Bahrain sprint race with his teammate coming up in P2, Luke Martin P3, Ice Cream P4, Aurelius recovers to a nice P5. Oh my God! Williams gets P6, Van Leeuwen at the line, swaps positions with his teammate and takes P7 with Rory Bates. Rory Bates on his return, scoring a point in the sprint.
Ralph Van Leeuwen, you little fraud. You little fraud. Hang your head in shame. That is uninspiring. If I've ever seen it. Rory. Yes, Rory. Yes, it is Rory Bates. Giving his teammate more points. Actually, wait, no, Byland. What? You're lying. That's not what he did. Shut up. What would we do without this guy in the chat?
I don't know.
I would not have known that he was trying to give his teammate more points. Honestly. Wouldn't have a clue. Just saying yet again, McLaren double points in the sprint race.
Just
as
saying
always.
that no one cares.
You should care of all people.
I don't.
Are you getting screenshots?
I'm trying.
I'll get P15 downwards. Round 3 and already tactical switching. Yeah, it's disgusting, honestly. This guy literally needs help off of his teammates to win championships in Tier 3. It's a little bit embarrassing, if you ask me.
Alright. We will be back shortly for the qualifying session and then the 50% Grand Prix. We got to have a quick lobby restart and then we'll be back. Hello everybody and welcome back. We are getting ready to head to qualifying, which feels weird again. I'm just gonna check this works because I don't think it is. Or is it? It is working. Right. This came
This
through
is
the
a
other
test
day.
donation for £76.
This
John donated £76.
Oh, I don't
Ha
know.
ha 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 ha
Did that
ha
come through the
ha
other day?
ha 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 ha
Ha ha ha ha ha ha.
Elmans,
Elmans. L L L L L L L L L L. Nice. So that sounds like fun.
Can you ever guess who it's from?
Probably Alex Harris or something.
Yes. The donation was from Lol Swan. Ha 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 ha. Elmans, 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 Elmans. L L L L L L L L L L L. That's basically from when you DNF'd in a tier 2 race.
Uh,
But it won't come through. There's also this one.
what about mine?
I think this is for Luke Martin. No ABS for you. Go to tier 2, go to tier 2, go to tier.
Go to tier to 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 L L L L L L L L L L L L L L L L L L L.
Thanks for those, Harris. It's appreciated, mate. Yours. Oh, it's also this. This I don't know if this came through on screen. This one's actually important because here's McWilliams. Not McWilliams. I keep calling him McWilliams. I don't mean Williams. Patrick Williams donating $24, which is actually just like 20 quid, I think.
$24.
24 bucks, Borks.
24 borks. Yo! They should call this sport road soccer.
Life is Roblox. Anyway, should we actually get to some qualifying?
Life is Roblox.
Oh, Christ.
Call me asparagus. And what is this, perhaps? Bring me the whole ocean. Have you ever played rugby?
Shut up, man. There's literally no one watching the stream anymore. Alright, here we go. Mitchell is going to take us away for the first lap in Quali. Do you want to walk us through a lap here, Wilson? You raced this more recently than me.
No, life is Roblox. I can't.
Get yourself together, pal.
I can't.
Fine, I'll take us through that then. Mitchell, coming out of turn 3 now, on the brakes, into turn 4. Fourth gear, I think you can use third through there, get a little bit more power out the corner. But he chose to use 4 on his first lap in qualifying. How many countries you were trying to offend in 4?
What? See, Rory Bates gets it.
To bring out the whole ocean.
Call me asparagus.
Oh, my wheel disconnected. I'm not even using my wheel, but it's just disconnected. That's good.
And perhaps was this? Shrimp what? Have you ever played rugby? Look at my Steam profile. I will. DJ Car's the goat. Right, wait, hang on. I need to look at his Steam profile.
What was it? Tell him to bring out the cappuccino.
Bring me my cappuccino. I call my car the cappuccino because it looks just like one. His profile, life is Roblox. I promise you, photo DJ Khaled, and his bio says, "Have you ever played rugby?"
That's brilliant. Not as good as my Steam profile, but I'll take it.
Shrimp what?
Livingston though goes to the top of the standings after his first lap. Here comes Luke Martin. Luke Martin goes to the top by 6/10 to Livingston.
Oh, it's just a shame that's not what I want to see, though.
It is. Here comes Purcell. Only P4 for him. As Vasilev goes P6, I think it's a bad lap for him. And Ducker goes P5, another bad lap though, I think, for a driver. As Nilsson also doesn't look to be doing too well out there. Here comes the McLaren of Van Loon. Goes P3, 8 tenths behind Luke Martin. Here comes Matthias Smith. Goes to P8. And who's that? Jeff Pavic, who I think's on an outlap. Oh no, he's on a lap. Jeff Pavic goes P2, 3.5 tenths away from Luke Martin. Luke Martin has cooked. Never thought I'd say that.
I think Mitchell might be pushing on for another lap, or I could be tripping. No, I think I'm tripping.
There should be a few people though that are still going, like Nilsson. I'd expect. No, he's not.
Has he run out? Livingston's run out of fuel. Dick. Tell him bring out the whole ocean. Why did Ice Cream do a lap on Intus?
Because he's cool.
Tier 3, bro. It's not that deep.
Surely Vaslav's gone for another. He's 15 seconds or 18 seconds off the pace. You think he would have
just
backed off his lap early, and he does go P3, half a second away from Luke Martin.
I think Williams might also be on a lap, but I'm not sure because he went racing past the car.
Shake crosses the line, goes P6, 8 tenths away, just behind Rolf van Loon.
Is that wait? Okay. Who's the Aston Martin?
Sharma? Yeah,
Sharma. Is he on a lap?
No, he's backed off.
No, he's definitely got no fuel. He's ran out, in fact.
The next car to cross line will be Zerveld then.
So is Jeff. Mate, all these drivers have run out of fuel. Do they know how to qualify? If Rory Bates qualifies in the top 5, I'm bringing out the whole ocean.
Oh, yeah.
That Ferrari's got to be on that. Yeah, it's Zerveld. Okay. Well, he's going to be the next one to settle lap. What? My foot go for you.
Oh dear. Here comes Sebastian Zerveld out of the final corner. He didn't make the sprint race. He has made qualifying and he goes P10.
Why was he allowed to cook?
I think that is...
Going to the game, Shakes just went purple sector 2.
He's pushed
He's
on
flying.
for another lap, hasn't
He's
he?
flying down the final straight now. Looks like he has. He's certainly driving like it. Out of the final corner, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and into 7th gear and across the line. And it's going to be a 129.5, about 100th off of Jeff Pavic's time there. P3 for Shake, not a bad lap. Next across the line is going to be Rory Bates.
Rory Bloody Bates.
What can he
do?
cook? Life is Roblox. What is that mess going into turn 4? Do you see that?
Yes. I'm going to ignore it though. Let it happen. Because
not even that bad.
Rory Bates is coming down into the final corner now. This is his first qualifying session since...
In about a year.
Yeah, it's been a while. I'd want to say
Season
season
5.
5, yeah. So here he goes, cross line. He goes P13.
Send him back to season 5.
DJ Khaled's seafood smelt worse, to be fair.
What? Smith has just absolutely demolished the brake boards.
Oh wow. What was he cooking?
Okay, that was weird. Do you have any non-dairy creamer? Nah, sorry.
What? What? What?
I save all of my non-dairy creamer for Connor Ratcliffe.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, but true. Life is Connor Ratcliffe.
Life could be dream.
Mine is a dream when I got you. Gorge.
Right, I swear to God. I'm gonna leave this VC and just commentate my own in a minute. What is going on with these yellow flags? It just keeps popping
It's
up.
just loads of it's people running out of fuel.
Brilliant. Well,
Because I don't know how to fuel
the
a
first
car.
person to set a lap is currently on a lap as well. On his second lap of the session.
Since when the Fluke has Fluke been 3/10 ahead of anyone?
I know, and he's literally just been playing iRacing all day. And he did like 3 laps. And now he's rapid.
Why did anyone let him cook?
I genuinely don't know. But
They can
Mitchell
also
seems
be
to be on a
warm
good
and
lap
test.
here.
Yeah, cheers, Byland, didn't know. Oh, that is a block. That is absolutely a block from Jeff Pavich there.
Jeff Pavich. Oh, what?
Oh, Luke Martin spun. Luke Martin's just spun before starting a lap.
Mitchell goes P4. Is he actually just spun?
He just spun around the last corner before starting the lap. Back to the pits for you.
He's just preserving his tyres for the race.
Livingston just went P2 with the 29.432. Still 2/10 off of Luke Martin, but that was a Merc block and not Jeff. Right,
Luke's ego is out there.
Nilsson, though, Nilsson's going to come across the line, the winner of the sprint race. Kenny Cook in qualifying, P7, just behind his teammate by 2/10 there. And then the Red Bull, the reserve, Purcell, goes
Ooh.
P10. Was that Aurelius going to
Yeah, going up to P3.
And Dugat improving a big 2 positions from P16 to P14.
Wow.
Crucial work.
Sharma's invalidated.
He is, but I think that's Rolf Van Loon. Purple sector 2, according to the game. Is he cooking?
It says he's 4/10 up, so he's looking at the moment for like a top 6. He needs to find somehow 4/10 in this final corner for him to be challenging for pole, though. Let's see where it puts him. Up to the line now.
Fucking hell. Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
Oh dear.
I set a faster banker lap than that, Rolf.
Here comes Jeff Pavich. Can he knock Martin from that top step? No, he can't. He's still 2/10 behind. What is Luke cooked here?
What's this? Why are none of them
Rory
getting
Bates
into
is a second up. Come on, Rory Bates.
Oh,
P7!
He's literally
He's
better than Rolf.
demolished Van Loon.
Fire him! Championship lead on my arse. Oh, God.
There's that ice cream up next. Ice cream down in P17, not a place that we've used to seeing him this season. Where can he put himself here though? Up to P6, around about 4/10 away from Luke Martin. As I think that's no, it's not Shake.
Sorry, it's just the Hyperion Masterclass.
What's happened?
He was just asking why Luke would be out on track. Please tell me you've seen Alex Harris's follow-up.
Oh
That's
no.
horrific. That is horrific.
Here comes Sebastian Zermaud. Up to the line now. Goes P7, 4/10 behind Luke Martin. Oh my god.
I can't do this commentary with bangers like that in the chat. Hyperia, you're too crazy. You're
Crazy. I think we're gonna have a pretty dead session for a bit anyway.
Not extortion if he wants it. Jesus Christ. Guys, can we stop the rumours about Luke Martin inbreeding for a moment? These are allegations being thrown about. I'm pretty sure did Luke not get like a 28.8 in tier 2 qualifying?
No idea.
I know he was in the 28.
Oh my god.
Oh god. Did you know that Luke doesn't actually call prostitutes?
Okay.
They call him because they're asking him to stay away. He needs to stop ringing the number. Number 1 customer, I heard. Who's that for art server? Never mind. Is Luke about to be the only person on track on a lap?
I think so. You also might get a bit of traffic here.
Ah, no, it's Smith. Smith is. Don't do if buts and maybes. Do absolutes. Oh, Smith's ran it wide at turn 4. Never mind. Smith is not going to be setting a hot lap. Luke Martin, though. Is he going to be setting a hot lap? Is he going to be able to beat the 29.2 benchmark that he currently has set down for the rest of the grid to chase?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Bro. Chill out, man.
That's ruthless.
There's no need. So, literally no need. Anyway, here he comes up the hill. Oh my.
Oh my god!
Right, I'm just gonna turn chat off in a minute.
You do much
Through
else.
turn 11, up the hill, towards turn 12.
You finally heard what I said.
And he's gone purple sector 2, a tenth and a half up on his previous time. He might be going sub 29 here. Just like his age. And, oh dear. Into the final corner. He's going to be the last, it's going to be his last lap, I think, in this qualifying session. So it's got to be a good one to solidify that pole position that he's currently on. And it is an improvement. It's a 29.028. He got the 28 somewhere, but it wasn't at the start of the number.
I'm refunding that.
Refunding?
Yeah, what Alex Harris has asked for.
Here comes Purcell up to the line. Stays P13. Can't improve on this occasion. So next up is going to be Vasilev, who's only just started his lap. That's how out of sync Luke Martin was.
I cannot stop sneezing. He is indeed shitting on everyone's doorstep with these times.
Can anyone beat Luke Martin in this qualifying session? It is going to be very interesting to see if anyone gets close.
That's quite interesting though, because I think he was also left on a doorstep.
Bruce using RB19.exe hacks today.
Rosu?
What?
Did you say Rosu?
No. So
What did he say?
RB19.exe.
Oh, bros using. Okay. I thought you said Rosu, not bros using.
Oh. Vasilev's up a tenth and a half on his time. Currently looking to put himself up into that top 6, top 7 mix. If he can hook up this last corner nicely, maybe even a bit further. I'm calling for webcams on. I think Van Loon and him swapped accounts. Here he comes, up to the line. Vasilev only good enough for P5. 5 tenths away from Luke Martin. Next up, his teammate Nilsson, the winner of the sprint race, goes onto the front row, 3 tenths behind Luke Martin. Next up is Rory Bates, coming through the final corner, 2.5 tenths up on his time, looking to put himself up into that top 8. What can he cook on his last lap? Rory Bates cross line P4 for his reserve time. Van Loon crosses line P3 for Van Loon, 3.5 tenths away from Luke Martin. Shake up next.
Shake. Can't improve.
Doesn't improve on his time. That means up next is going to be Mitchell.
He's improving by quite a lot, yeah.
Cross line P4 for him. And next up, we're going to be the 2 Alfa Romeos. It's David Duckett, the team principal, up first. Only P15 for him. As Livingston goes across the line. Up to the front row for Zach Livingston. 2.5 tenths away from Luke Martin.
Williams stays P14. Sharma moves up to P13. And
Zerveld stays P12.
Aurelius
goes onto the front row, 300ths away from Luke Martin. Ice Cream goes onto the second row alongside Livingston, up into P3, 2.5 tenths away.
Last lap is Jeff Pavic, and he's improving by about 2 tenths here. He's looking to go onto the second row of the grid if he can keep it tidy. And he does that, he goes P3.
P3 for Jeff Pavic. It got very close there at the end, but no one could topple Luke Martin. Luke Martin on pole. In Sakir. What the hell?
Alright, moving up to tier 2. Nah, I'm not having this.
The only one that could get close to him was Aurelius when he really hooked up a lap 300ths away from Luke Martin's time. It was close, but not quite enough.
Dum dum da da dum. It's worse than his tier 2 time, yeah it is. I swear he got like a 28.8 or something in tier 2. Have you got the front 14?
Uh-huh.
Have you got the back 3?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Oh, this sets us up for a nice race. I mean, it's going to be interesting. We've got a few fast people starting close to the front for this, unlike the sprint. So we could see a couple sends in the start of this race, as we always do in tier 3. It gets a bit messy in the start. Guys, I think I should go to tier 2 and Luke Martin should go to tier 2. How about that? Also, did I didn't tell you the other day, did I? I found out that on average I was running 7 less wings on myself than everyone else tier 1.
So I was just waiting for someone who asked to start talking.
No, I'm just telling you because I was
Yeah,
dead.
why? Because I copy all of your setups.
Yeah.
That's I had the top speed in qualifying and tier 2 qualifying.
Were you in the 33 front wing one?
No, it's 32.
Oh yeah, no, 32. Yeah. Apparently, like Schumacher and that were running like 38.
Yeah, there's people. I think Much was running like 36 or 7 or something, but I preferred the lower downforce, to be honest. It made moves really easy in the turn 1.
Yeah. Even though you didn't get that many laps in, but
Yeah. I mean, I still overtook quite a lot.
here we go though. 3, 4, 5 red lights once again in Bahrain, and they are out and we are underway. Luke Martin will be looking to get a good start on the hard compound tyres, but a bit of wheel spin in the second phase of his start draws Aurelius alongside and nearly into the lead, but he has to back out of it behind the Mercedes. Further back, Ice Cream has got off to a great start up into P4. Jeff Pavic falling down into P5. Further back, Rory Bates and Van Loon not off to the best start as Aurelius is challenging for the lead into turn 4. Luke Martin on the inside once again. These two side by side into turn 4, just like they were in the sprint race. And Luke Martin just about hangs on, but does he into the S's section of the track? Aurelius around the outside, Luke Martin down the inside, and Aurelius has pulled that off beautifully. And now Livingston's looking to get into the action, and Luke Martin dives it down the inside. Aurelius luckily leaves enough space for him there on the inside of that hairpin, and just about stays in the lead as Livingston.
Jeff Pavic P14.
Oh wow, Jeff Pavic off to a horrendous start, but Aurelius leads Luke Martin. Martin getting overtaken now by Livingston down to turn 11 under the brakes. Zach Livingston looking to regain his crown in the top spot of the race in tier 3, just like he was in season 6 was it? But he's not managed it since then, I don't think.
No, I don't think so.
As further back, Nilsson and Mitchell side by side, and Nilsson's off track. He rejoins pretty unsafely there in front of Rolf van Loon. And now Mitchell pulling out to the left-hand side. They're going to be 3 wide into the final corner. Rolf van Loon backs out of it. Of course he does.
Oh, and there's contact as well as Nilsson once again coming back on the track. Makes contact with Mitchell. But Rolf, using that wise old head, has managed to get a better exit, and he's managed to get past. He's used his brain for once. A Shake dives down the inside of Bates, nearly hits Luke Martin. Oh, okay. I mean, Bates nearly lost it there. I thought he was dead. I should have done. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah,
wow.
Oh, there's a big battle going on further back. Nilsson and Sharma getting stuck in. I'm not too sure what happened to Jeff Pavic or Van Loon, because Van Loon fell back down to like around about P9, P10 at the start of this race, and Rory Bates got past him in that time. But troubles.
Oh, Mitchell round the outside of Van Loon into turn 7 or something.
Oh, he's been spun. He's been spun. I think that was Vasilev that spun him round.
It looks like it.
Pavic supposedly got killed by Nilsson apparently at the start of this race.
Tyres. What tyres are people on?
I'm trying to keep an eye on the action, but we'll bring it up now. There you go. It's a mixture of medium hards as we had in tier 2. The front 2 running hard compound tyres. as well as Luke Martin, Sharma, Zerveld, and Jeff Pavic, who I'm sure is a little bit compromised on his strategy now. Might not have been what he would have wanted when he was sat on the grid just a few minutes ago. But the medium tyres do work well around here. Probably the best race tyre to be on. The hards, obviously long lasting. Might see some hard soft strategies like we did in tier 2 as well. But Shake looking for a move now on Luke Martin as Ice Cream. Did he make a move like P2?
Flies past on the straight. Nice and easy. Livingston must be running some low wings. He's also on the hard compound tyre, so perhaps a disadvantage there. But Aurelius is running away with this race at the minute. Not to be slept on, Shake moved up 7 positions in those last 2 laps. Well, the first 2 laps.
Oh, he's gone deep there.
As I said, he's gone deep. I cursed him. I don't think Luke Martin's going to be able to make the move, though. He's going to have to settle back in behind. As
Luke
Pavic,
Martin, the absolute quality merchant, down
the
into P5.
The 2 Williams and Purcell having a monster scrap into turn 4 there. Getting a little bit messy on the exit, but no contact made, I don't think.
Oh, and Matthias Smith down the inside at the hairpin. Can't find the traction though on exit, and has to settle back into P15. And Livingston is still looking all over the back end of Ice Cream's Haas into turn 11. Doesn't quite find the space for a move there like he did on Luke Martin at the start of this race. Though Ice Cream's washed a little bit wide there, so it could give him a run through these next few corners.
Absolutely key that Livingston gets past here, because if he does, then his strategy is brilliant. He's on the harder compound than Ice Cream, and if he can get it in front, and then he's got the advantage towards the end of the race, and he's going for it here. Down the inside in the final corner, he makes the move stick. I think Ice Cream let him through in an attempt to maybe try and play with the DRS here.
Yeah, I think he was trying to get the DRS away
It's
for the
worked.
final corner. It has worked, but is he going to make the move? I don't think he is, and actually he's coming under pressure from Shake here. Down the inside.
Shake fly past Livingston.
3 wide into turn 1 for the Alfa Romeo, Red Bull and the Haas. Ice Cream gets shoved wide, Shake gets through, and Livingston keeps the P2. Shake is on a charge right now.
He is flying.
And actually Rory Bates closing up to the back end of Luke Martin's Mercedes now. Luke Martin had some great pace in qualifying, but he's really struggling now it gets to the race pace. I'm not too sure if he was running ridiculously high wings, which obviously help you more in the race. As Jeff Pavic and Purcell fighting it out still into turn 4. I think the DRS assistants brought Purcell back into that fight with Jeff Pavic as Ducker gets past his brother.
Williams nearly spinning there, and it's going to invite Zerveld up the inside for turn 10. Is he going to go for it? No, he seems to just... Oh, there's contact! Williams just nearly spun round there, but it just about keeps it on track. That was quite a close one. Zerveld's just going to have to hang back there and wait for a different corner to make the move, because it's not going to stick around here. Yeah, the battle for the lead is actually, well, apart from...
Battle for P2. It's like real life. There's, the 5 different teams all fighting for P2 right now? And, well, there is. The DRS train from P2 to P6.
Yeah, because Ralph Van Loon can't get himself up there because he is washed.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
This guy pretends like you'd be good in tier 2. What a joker. Oh, Shakes went for it on Livingston, and he's got it done. But Livingston's going to have the better exit out of turn 3.
And the DRS assistance.
Not the outside for turn 4, though, surely. On the harder compound tyres, is he going to make this work? Or is Shake going to get the grip on the inside?
It round the outside, he'll be able to carry more speed through the exit, but into the S's section. This is where it could get dangerous for Shake on the inside, but I think he's made it stick. Livingston defending nicely. Shake's lost it! Shake's in the wall, he's got damage. There is a lot of damage on that front wing. I think it's entirely gone off the Red Bull.
That was not him dropping it. I would have to say that was Ice Cream hitting him.
There's a safety car out now. I think Shake reset to track, but I think it was the game resetting him to track because he had to go back on himself.
Yeah, so I think Shake tried to pull out of the move from Livingston and try and get the switch back. Then he tried to put his foot down too early to make the switchback work. Ended up having a bit of a half spin, and then Ice Cream just came into the back of him and sent him fully spinning straight into the wall. So, and Williams getting a drive-through penalty. It's not looking good for the Haas team because I'm pretty sure Ice Cream will be getting a penalty for that.
Hyperia putting some justice for shaking chat.
Is that like the Fortnite Battle Royale number one? It is. How do you even have that? Does everybody get that or something? What am I missing?
I don't know. Actually, Sharma into the pit lane.
It's Twitch. Yeah, well, I don't use Twitch because Twitch is shit. Let's be real.
Interesting Sharma's strategy here because he's on the hard compound tyres and coming in under this safety car. I mean, 2 stops are possible around here, but I don't know. It's a risk more than anything. Sheikh obviously coming in to get that front wing
Getting
changed.
a 5-second time penalty as well.
Oh,
Speeding
Sheikh
into
did.
pits. Yep.
Sheikh's race has gone from...
Bad to worse.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was a great start. Where did he start again?
11.
P11 up to fighting for P2, and it's all come downhill. He's P17 with a 5-second time penalty. It wouldn't surprise me actually if he comes into the pits again before the safety car restart just to get that served. But it is Aurelius leading Livingston, the 2 sister teams up at the top with ice cream behind. Luke Martin up in P4 starting from pole though. It's not been a great start to the race for him. Rory Bates demolishing his teammate and championship leader.
On his return, by the way.
On his return.
3 seasons, guys. 3 seasons he was gone for, and he still beats this washed, fake championship leader.
I'm going to have the telemetry on so I can have a look at Aurelius's restart speed, because obviously the new rule is that we have to be over, was it 40 miles an hour?
40 miles an hour, yeah.
On these restarts, so if he's under that, he will get a penalty. As
I
Livingston,
believe that does include 40 as well, so you can go to 40 and like not 41. He's not capped at 41, is what I mean. I just had to clear that up because someone asked about it. I'm pretty sure the last time we said that, so
okay.
it does include 40 miles per
Sorry,
hour.
I'm going to sort this chat box out because it's too made up.
Yeah, that is doing my head in up there.
Hopefully that's all right now. Can anyone just spam chat for me? That'd be a massive help. Just put a load of like letters or whatever in chat. Okay, there you go. Do it again now. No, it's not fixed it. Hold up.
God, I'm chatting loads here. I'm such an active member.
Oh yeah.
This is like permitted spam. This is great.
Okay, do it again now.
Oh,
Oh, nearly. Okay, wait. Bosh, there we go. Alright, spam chat. Hey, there we go. I mean, it won't work if there's 20 drivers, but whatever. Who cares? Actually, it might be better there. Oh, actually, I hate that. Right, we'll leave it in there. Whatever. Be fine for
indecisive.
today. Okay, safety car coming in. Who's ready for some more carnage?
I mean, you okay? Why has he said that? Stop it!
Stop it! You're really annoying me.
Are you really rustling my jimmies? Alright, watch that speed. It better not drop below 40. He's gone.
Has he gone? No, he's not.
I think he's gone. No, he hasn't. He has now. Surely. What? He's just slowed back.
I think he's gone now, though. And we are underway. Van Loon has...
had a horrible restart.
What's happened to Rory Bates?
What's happening? Why are they all slow?
Oh, no. I think people have overtaken and they're trying to give positions back and all sorts.
Oh,
Oh, and there's a spun Alpine further back. It's Vasilev. I don't know how he's not been collected there. He was spun.
Jeff Pavic spun again.
Oh, Jeff Pavic is in the bin.
Cringe.
Guys, this guy would dominate Jeddah if he raced, by the way.
He would up.
Further up to the front, Ice Cream and Livingston side by side into the S's section, just like they were a few laps ago with Shake. But it is going to be Ice Cream that gets through and up into P2 in the end. Luke Martin still there in P4 with Rory Bates behind him still. Somehow, after all that, Rory Bates was in P7 temporarily, and Luke Martin still managed to not pull out any time on him.
Oh, there's contact between Sharma and Williams
Oh,
in the
there's
turn 10, and there's a spun Alpine. It's Nilsson this time. The Alpines are having a disaster on lap 8 after the restart.
And even more of a disaster, he's about to get overtaken by Jeff Pavic, I think. No, he's not. Jeff Pavic hasn't even got him.
Crazy. This guy would have dominated Jeddah. I was crazy once. Put me in a room.
A rubber room.
A rubber room.
A rubber room with
A rubber
rats.
room with rats.
And rats make me
Rats
crazy.
make me crazy.
Crazy?
Crazy.
I was
crazy
crazy
once.
They locked me in a room. A rubber room. A rubber room with rats. And rats make me crazy. Crazy?
Crazy.
I was crazy
I was
once.
crazy once.
Locked me in a room. Anyway, back onto the race. There's Williams into the pit lane to serve his drive-through penalty that he picked up a few laps ago. As Nilsson, actually no, Vasilev looking around the outside of the Aston Martin. Literally. Yeah, Sharma getting through on Nilsson there, as he's also looking to get past on Smith into turn 4. As I think Zerveld and Purcell swapping positions there as they came into sector 2. And it is Sharma up into P11 now. Brilliant. Doesn't even fit on the new chat box.
Oh no, alt-tabbed. Alt-tabbed? What?
All dubbed.
I alt-tabbed what? Oh, Pavic I just spun again. He's looking the rears in every corner. He's washed.
Shake looking for a beautiful switchback on David Duckett here. Through turn 12 and 13.
Down the inside maybe?
No,
He's
he
not
didn't
gonna
quite
make
find
that
the
dive.
space. But he didn't serve that 5-second penalty, interestingly.
Yeah. Strange. I would have personally. That's just me. That's
There
how I
he
see
goes,
myself on
into the
Discord.
final corner, alongside David Duckett. Down the inside of his teammate as well. He gets 2 cars for 1 in the one corner.
This guy is crazy. Crazy?
That was crazy. Oh, Christ. We need
Too much,
locking
too
up in a rubber room.
Yeah.
A rubber room with rats. And rats make me crazy.
An F1 lobby room. A lobby room with noobs. Noobs make me crazy. You could have just said a lobby room with Fluke Martin. And Fluke Martin makes me crazy.
Livingston looking around the outside of Ice Cream.
Oh my god! I'm not the only one that saw that.
No. Don't worry. I stopped breathing for a second.
I just clipped that. I seen it on the stream because I got the stream on my second monitor, but it looked different on my screen. He literally mounted him. What the hell?
Who caused that? Oh dear. Never leave this chat, Hyperia. You're the only thing that makes us get through these tier 3 races.
Well, Shaker's now up into P7, and he's got a 2-second gap to the 2 McLarens until he's into the DRS train for P2 once again. Not even the lead of the race. Or really, it just seems to make a gap, and then everyone behind scraps it out and loses time to him. Let's see how it's going to look after this DRS zone. Is Livingston going to get past?
Yeah, I think he's going to get an opportunity here. He's got so much overspeed. Coming down the pit straight. Livingston regains that P2 position. Will Luke Martin get an opportunity here to have a go?
Doesn't look like it.
No. Although he will have the DRS assistance. It's all about the exit he gets. Obviously, the medium tyres for Ice Cream.
How is Shake already caught up to... Van Loon's on mediums, Shake's on hards. Shake's caught him up by like a second in like 2 sectors.
But he does have like nearly 10 lap better tyres.
Ah, yeah, true. I didn't think about that. Smith picking up a 3-second time penalty at the back of the grid though. Battling for P14 with his teammate who would have dominated Jeddah.
Oh, he's just been overtaken as well.
Oh, to be fair, he's just got a lovely switchback.
Oh no, but
Oh
Mitchell
my
gets a
god,
snap.
no, he hasn't. It was lovely, and he didn't even brake. He could have avoided the wall there.
What,
He just
Mitchell?
he just slowly drove into it. Oh dear. It's been a race with very mixed emotions. There's been some absolutely crazy things happening. There's been some really good racing, and then there's just been moments of general stupidity.
There's a good race good racing going on here between Zerval and Sharma. Oh,
Oh,
Sharma's lost it!
Okay. Do you see what I mean? How's he not got damage?
How did he not get damaged there? What are they building that Aston Martin out of? He needs to be careful not to rejoin unsafely here. I think he's just about, slotted in between the two Williams.
Aston Martin's been built out of tungsten, but Shake's going to get
this
off on, yeah?
This top 7 right now is extremely close, and
Is Shake going to dive?
we
He's diving down the inside of Bates, and he nearly collects Luke Martin, runs it super wide into turn 1, nearly spins on the curb, and Bates gets back through, and Bates
Bates has
spins.
spun.
Oh no. Rory!
Rory, the racing car.
Rory,
the number one
Shut
star.
up! But Zerveld going up the inside of turn 4, getting past David Ducker. Nice clean move there from Zerveld. Ah, depressed.
Rory, the racing car.
The only person that stops Fluke winning is Fluke himself. Not wrong.
The only thing that stops Luke winning, or the only person that stops Luke winning, is the demons in his head.
Or his dad.
Do you
Do you
do
do
much
much,
nowadays?
Not really. The slam of disappointment.
He goes.
Ah. Stop it. That's so funny.
Huh?
Is there going to be any moves made? Doesn't look. I'm fat, by the way, says Mitchell do be like in the wall.
You
Thanks for
do be
clarifying.
liking your cake. Alright. Bates getting overtaken by Vasilev there. Down into P12 for him now. I want to say we criticised Shake coming into the pits to get his tyres changed, but now he's P5 on freshest tyres, fighting for the lead, or fighting for P2. Actually, no, fighting for the lead. 6/10 now to Aurelius.
AFG's second account, maybe.
Maybe. But he's also only got to make as many stops as the guys ahead of him, so he can go back into mediums.
Yeah, that's true. To be fair. And it definitely helped that he had some clean air as well for a few laps, because the cars ahead were battling so hard.
Yeah.
And they lost loads of time, so...
And would you have a look at who's fallen off the back of this train?
I know. Stupid dick. Shake has a full battery. Jesus Christ. What is he cooking?
Oh, yes, he does. And Luke Martin is going to get overtaken before the final corner by Shake. And Shake moves himself up into P4. But he does have that 5-second time penalty, let's not forget. That you will have to serve on his next stop. New tier 2 driver incoming. No, another one.
God. He
Oh,
he just absolutely sent it.
And Livingston sent
Oh
it on
my-
Aurelius and made contact.
Do you know what assist Shake uses? Does he use medium TC or something?
I think he used full TC. I don't know if he still does. I don't think so. I don't know.
Just because he's absolutely flooring it in second gear, so...
Oh, gone a bit deep there.
Yeah, that's gotta be full TC. He's just floored it in second gear out of turn 10. Do a full lap like this on Shake. I want to see how he cooks. Maybe a good idea. His battery is glitching out. Oh, he nearly loses it.
I found his kryptonite. If we ran on board with him with his telemetry, he loses time. Okay, enough of this because I think Livingston might have a chance at the lead of the race here. As Ice Cream pulls off into the pits.
Oh yeah. Never mind. Don't let me cook. But
Here
Livingston goes
Livingston
flying past.
down the inside.
On.
Makes the move stick, and Livingston takes the lead of a Grand Prix in Tier 3.
Purcell with a 5-second time penalty for speeding into the pit lane.
I feel like it's been a while since I said that.
Yeah, I know. Aurelius, I thought he was going to go for a move back down the inside, maybe try and regain the lead, but Bingo Stone must have had winner race on his card this week. Nah, come on. Don't take the piss.
Bingo Stone. That's brilliant. I wonder if these two are going to try and stay out and get softs on at the end, because there's quite a big gap, you know, where they could come out towards the end and just make up loads of time. In fact, is Ice Cream and Van Loon and Luke Martin are fighting with Jeff Pavic right now? Yes, they are. And Ice Cream's actually broken through, and Van Loon has somehow got ahead of Luke Martin. I think Van Loon might have undercut him. Oh my! Holy Jeff Pavic.
He held up Rolf so bad in turn 10 there. I wonder if he's going to do the same with Luke Martin.
Hope so.
Is Luke going to get the same treatment?
Yes, he is.
Looks like it.
He's going to be...
Oh, Livingston.
Oh, you dingleberry.
You absolute knucklehead.
What an absolute pleb. Can we get some Livingston L's in chat, please? Actually, no. Tombstone spam. Tombstone spam.
That's a 5-second time penalty as well. Why is everyone getting a speeding in the pit lane penalty? Did nobody do any practice for this race or something?
I don't know. But Aurelius stayed out.
Where's Livingston going to come out? Ahead of Ice Cream.
Ahead of Ice Cream, yeah. So he is still in the same track position that he was before he came.
Though, this Rolf undercut is huge. He was like 2 seconds off the back of Shake, never mind Ice Cream, and now he's like half a second behind. And Ice Cream goes for the move.
Makes
on
the
Livingston.
Move. Can Van Loon get it done as well? I don't think so. Not on this occasion. But Ice Cream is flashing on the back end of that Haas. He's used a lot of battery to get in the position he's in now. So that could bite back at him. Oh, and Livingston's all over the back of him.
Down the inside of turn 10, maybe. Thinks better of it. Trying to get the better exit, it seems. Will he get it, though, is the question. As Williams ahead runs wide. I don't think he's going to be able to get the move done yet. Jesus Christ.
Because this is just helping Aurelius. As there goes Van Loon up the inside into turn 12.
Switch back.
Doesn't quite find the space though around the outside of the drivers. Livingston goes deep. Wide. Livingston's messed it all up there on the exit of turn 13.
Rolf Van Loon has just played ultimate pressure on Livingston there.
He has, and Aurelius into the pit lane now. So where is he going to come out in comparison to this group? Because they've been getting held up that entire lap by Williams and Sharma.
Rory Bates is still out on these 16-lap old mediums. Jesus.
Aurelius might come out behind all of them. He has come out behind all of them. From the lead of the race, Aurelius has come out behind all of the people who's fighting for net position.
Oh my god, it's manic.
This is... Fair play, Tier 3. We could literally have like 5 different race winners in this race. Oh, no, we can't, because there's contact between Livingston and who is that? Williams? I think?
I don't know.
They both made contact going into turn 4.
No, it would have been... Couldn't have been Williams.
Williams was on the outside line as well, and he was ahead of everyone.
Oh, my bad.
There's a 3 wide now with Sharma, Van Loon and Martin Oh, it rolls in the wall.
For fuck's sake.
He
Sharma,
doesn't have damage
why?
though.
I think he does. His front wing looks scratched. Von Loon sold him a dummy. Who's Von Loon?
Von Loon.
Pain.
No bias here, mate.
All I feel is pain.
He's still catching up to the back of Sharma, who's definitely got a little bit more damage from that than Van Loon did.
Deserved.
I think that's all Luke Martin's fault, can't lie.
Classic Aston Martin. What's up? Okay, Shake's coming at the pits. Let's see where he comes out. On these fresh mediums.
He had to serve that 5-second penalty though, let's not forget.
Very true.
So he should be coming out quite far back compared to that field ball. You know he has the pace on fresh tyres to get back up to them. And he comes out P9 just ahead of his teammate and behind Rolf Van Loon. As Williams gets a 3-second time penalty, defending away from Van Loon. These guys that haven't pitted are liking to put up a bit of a defence today, aren't they?
Mm. Yeah, it's really funny. Rolf is now 5 seconds off the back of Aurelius. Nice.
The only one I want to put up a defence is Rory Bates. Let's have a defensive masterclass to get his teammate the win.
Rory Bates doesn't need a box for new tyres.
He doesn't?
The game, yeah, he does. No, but the game just lets him finish the race on one set of mediums, and those mediums are only on like 10% right now after 17 laps. He's just that good at handling them.
He's running Sergio Perez.exe for the tyre wear.
Nah, Sergio Perez, whack. Overrated.
The only reason he can save his tyres is because he drives so slow.
Max Verstappen, Mexico 2022, tyre god. Thank you. To be fair, Rory Bates isn't even losing that much time to ice cream.
Who is losing a lot of time though is Luke Martin to Aurelius, because Aurelius pulling alongside him down the pitch straight, sets the fastest lap to go with it and should get clear of the Mercedes going into turn 1, but he doesn't. They're still side by side into the braking zone. Luke Martin looking for a switchback, looking for the better drive through turn 2 and turn 3. Up the hill we go. The DRS assistance will be applied to both cars once again. Into turn 4, Luke Martin pulls out left, further up at the front. Livingston and Ice Cream going side by side ahead as well. As they go side by side, Livingston just about squeezes through, gets P3. Luke Martin defends away from Aurelius, but Aurelius, I think, has stole that P5 away from the Mercedes driver and gets through in the end.
Rory Bates is in the lead of the race, just saying.
He is, on his return.
It's a shame that when he pits, he's going to be like P24.
It's all part of the master plan.
Please never say that again. I don't think I can speak to you.
Mick Masterclass then.
No.
Mick. Double cheeseburger.
Chicken McSpicy from McDonald's.
Oh, that's. Oh, Rory Bates. He's royally fucked that corner.
No bias.
Oh.
Ah.
Williams continues to hold up Rolf Van Loon and Shake goes up the inside of Rolf Van Loon, round the outside for turn 12, and gets through. And Purcell's looking for a move into turn 13 on the outside as well. Doesn't quite find the space on the outside. I'll have to settle back down into P10 for now. But Shake on a charge once again. As Roy Bates into the pit lane.
What's he gonna put on? Gotta be soft.
Surely softs.
No, surely.
No balls? Yeah! As a guy. Will Roy Bates still beat Rolf Van Loon in this race?
Cheers Williams for coming at the pits now. After holding people up for 5 seconds. It's good. That's really fun.
Hey, to be fair, you can't have a go. He's doing his teammate a favour.
Yeah, I know.
It's all about team racing, and Livingston is leading this race at the moment. Well, net lead anyway. But I think he will be actually leading this race very shortly.
Ooh.
If that contact doesn't end in the spin. Because he is only a couple tenths away from Nilsson.
Oh. I thought Aurelius was going to try it around the outside of turn 10 there, but he thought better of it. And has he just lost the rear end on the exit of turn 10?
I think he did. I was making sure he didn't get a run on him.
I think Ice Cream's just lagged backwards. I swear he has. Or maybe I'm tripping. Oh, Livingston's not going for the move there, though, is he?
Oh, I think he is. Round the outside into turn 12. Round the outside again for turn 13.
What
Gets a
move.
better exit and makes the move stick, but this is going to cause a big gaggle of cars now into the final corner as Ice Cream and Nilsson side by side. Aurelius will want to get through as well. These are all fighting out for DRS as well. They've just crossed the line for the detection point as Aurelius nearly hits the back of Nilsson's Alpine. Nilsson might have wanted to box there, but he can't because he's got a Ferrari to the right of him and a Haas in front of him and a Mercedes behind him. He's completely boxed in as Luke Martin also trying to get through.
Oh,
they're going to be 3 wide. There's a back, or not a back marker, hasn't pit yet. Also
Nilsson went deep.
And Livingston's lost the lead. Ice Cream takes the lead of the race. And Nilsson falls down to P5. Aurelius gets P4 and Luke Martin makes the move on the Ferrari as well.
Van Loon has managed to
They're
lose
side by side
seconds.
once again for the race lead. Livingston gets caught on the inside. Luke Martin's going to look down the inside of Livingston now. Doesn't quite find the space though. And going to have to settle back down into P3. But this is allowing Ice Cream to break away a little bit as Aurelius is all over the back of the Mercedes still as we head into Sector 2.
Rolf, retire, please. Can I go down to tier 3 and replace him? Like, I'm actually too slow for tier 2.
I would say, like, unfortunately, I think a few people that stayed out longer on the tyres have taken away a 6-car fight for the lead. But people do what they gotta do, you know. We would have done the same if Rory was in a position. We would want him to defend, try and let Rolf fight for the leads. But
yeah, I know, but he was right on the back of Shake, and now he's 5 seconds behind him.
Well, it's a skill issue.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. And he got overtaken by Zerveld, and he's already lost a second to him. And he's about to get overtaken by Purcell.
Well, stop focusing on the negatives, mate. We've got a great race at the front of the field right now. Is Livingston's closing up once again? Nearly hits the back of Ice Cream.
Luke Martin did smash into the back of Livingston there. I'm not sure if you saw from the camera angle.
I didn't, but that was also a very aggressive swerve back to the left for Livingston. As Sharma's out, Sharma's crashed, and it's a safety car.
Oh my god.
This is going to really shake up things, as we had a definitive 4-car fight for the lead, and Nilsson...
Oh god, if Rolf gets a good position because of a late safety car and puts the softs on again.
Nilsson
I'm going with the stick.
stayed out the entire way on his hards. He's now going to get a free pit stop.
Oh. Oh. Well, you'd imagine that anyone who has a 5-second time penalty, for example, Livingston, Shake. Actually, no, Shake's got rid of his now. Sorry. But Livingston, I'm pretty sure, has a 5-second. They're going to want to come in regardless, so may as well.
I think if you don't come in for new tyres, you're going to be a little bit useless towards the end of the race. I mean, Roy Bates and Williams on a 2-lap-old soft tyres might be the only ones that's going to be a sensible decision to stay out. But all the rest, I'd say they're going to come in, surely.
They have to.
Because if Ice Cream doesn't react here, then everyone else behind him goes on to softs, or the top 2 don't react. Surely Livingston comes in. If Livingston doesn't come in, I'm going to be...
Ice Cream's in. Livingston's in. Martin's in. Aurelius stays out.
Aurelius has stayed out. Okay. Now that's going to make things interesting. Unless someone else stays out. Maybe his teammate could stay out and get ahead of everyone and just defend on these... Because it's only going to be 3, 4, maybe 5 laps at a push. And his teammate does stay out. So... Oh...
Ursel's got another 5 seconds, hasn't he?
Yeah, Aurelius just
coming to
overtook
serve
the safety car.
Oh, good.
This is going to be an exciting end to this race.
Oh my god,
Ferrari...
Ursel has put Inters on. He's just retired from the session.
Oh no,
I think you're retired. You could have just went around and gone in the pits again.
That was an F123 moment. But yeah, retiring, interesting. But it is a Ferrari 1-2 as it stands.
Hyperia, why do you keep putting 3 asterisks? I'm so confused. Am I missing something? Am I stupid?
Is that not his... I don't know.
It's a link. Oh well, it censors it out.
Oh.
It just shows 3 asterisks. Asterixes. That's a hard plural. Doesn't in Twitch.
Send it in the public channel in our Discord.
Yeah, send it to public. I'll go have a look.
I'd like to point out Ice Cream came in on the safety car and put on fresh mediums as well. Roy Bates on his 3-lap old softs, currently running P5. So the softs, the strategy he was on paid off
Can you check
in
Discord?
some sort.
Matt?
Pardon?
Can you check Discord during the stream or not?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's this? Win a race, speed in the pit lane, beat Van Lee in the fraud, finish above teammate, crash into Fluke, cause a safety car, fastest lap, survive turn 1 in tier 3, multiple speed bombings, don't let Fluke overtake, finish top 10, free, finish race, get fastest lap, spin during the safety car, finish top 10, fail to get points, destroy a track by. I think he means like what Luke had, where you finish in the top 10 but don't get
Oh
points.
right, okay, I
in
see.
Jeddah. Destroy a track barrier, get called Tombstone, 20 plus lap hard tyres, smack into Williams, and start on softs. That's a good bingo card.
There's a very good bingo card.
Maybe we need to do official Amethyst Racing bingo cards.
That would be fun, wouldn't it?
That would be good. We just pick a driver each week for each
I can't
day.
I can't believe that whilst you're watching this race, you've just whacked up like a Microsoft like Excel document or something to make a little table of a bingo card. That's absurd. Just to insult people. Different breed.
Well, at the moment we're gonna have 5 laps of racing if it comes in this lap.
How has Jeff Pavich got into a position where he's only 1 position behind Rolf?
You mean how is Rolf got in the position where he only is 1 position ahead of Jeff?
Yeah, Rolf, what are you doing, man? Come on. I thought you were good.
Hey,
Didn't he like?
people pay to get insulted? I'm doing it for free. That is fair enough. Fair enough. Can't
I
argue with that.
would pay for you to insult me. Just
Go on,
saying.
insult Swan.
No, I don't actually.
Do it. Do it.
No, please, I'm very, very, very insecure. Please don't. No. I just realised Luke Martin's the lead soft runner. That's not cool.
That is so not groovy.
Groovy. Hope Rory Bates takes him out, to be honest. I'll pay the 1 mil.
Here we go then. We're going to have 5 laps of racing to finish this race off. It's a Ferrari 1-2, but both on the oldest tyres on the grid. On the slowest compound on the grid. Everyone lining up on their soft tyres to try and have a go at this race win. The safety car is in the pits. And Aurelius will be getting ready for his second safety car restart of this race.
Ice Cream gets straight past Zerveld. Poor restart for Zerveld there. Luke Martin looking to go down the inside. Can't quite find the space. And he's having to back out a bit. Further back is
Zerveld's gone deep. Luke Martin and Zerveld side by side. We don't see this too often, and it never ends well. But Luke Martin's going to have to settle in behind, and Livingston's going to look to get alongside the Mercedes now. They're going to be nearly 3 wide into turn 4. Livingston up the inside. Doesn't quite find the space. Luke Martin hangs it around the outside and up into P3 for Luke Martin. Rory Bates has lost a position there to Livingston on his 4-lap old soft compound tyres as the 2 Alpines occupy P7 and P8 and a side by side as they go down the hill and into the hairpin.
Oh my god, we need King my back so bad. Oh, Mitchell's retired. Oh
Mitchell.
no, don't be another safety car. Wait, no, his car's still driving around. So, and that's spun at turn 10. Of course, he has. Van Loon managed to lose about 2 seconds to the field. Of course. What?
I caught David Duckett reset to track.
Oh!
Bottle. I don't like this gap between Zervald and Luke Martin right now. It is not filling me with utter confidence.
No, it's not.
I also don't like the fact that Jeff Pavich has got past Van Loon.
Yeah, I also don't like the fact.
Rory Bates up the inside of Livingston in the final corner, and they've made contact. What is he doing?
So much
No.
So much pain.
More pain than real life, Bahrain for me. Alright, here we go. Ice Cream fighting for the lead of this race up the inside of the Ferrari. Luke Martin's trying to follow him through on the inside as well, but Luke Martin's going to have to settle back down into P3 and look for a better run as we head up the hill into turn 4 for the 26th time. As Aurelius is looking to put pressure on Ice Cream. He wants this race win. He's fought so hard for it all race, but he's maybe made the bad strategy call here in the dying stages after that safety car came out. As further back there's Sheikh and Vasilev battling it out, and Sheikh just about hangs on for that P6 position. As Vasilev and Nilsson, the two Alpines, running P7 and P8 after Nilsson stayed out long on those hard compound tyres. And the safety car came out just in the time for him to pit. As,
Luke Martin went on the inside of turn 10. That's a scrappy move. That is a really scrappy and scummy move from Luke Martin.
Was it clean?
No.
Oh. Well, he needs to get something done here because Ice Cream is pulling away. 1.5 seconds now. As Jeff Pavic is in the points. What is going on? Oh, but Van Loon goes up the inside of a Haas. They called him Williams again. As Williams in P11. And Jeff Pavic up in P9. These two, though, have to catch another 8 tenths before they get to Nilsson and then Vasilev.
Sheikh's right on the back of Zerveld on his old mediums. He's not going to make the move into the final corner. He's going to focus on getting a better exit. And then using his straight line speed to his advantage because he's being rapid on the straights here. Deploying the ERS. And that speed is ridiculous.
It is.
Jesus. No DRS either. Wow.
I think Zerveld's probably used all his battery, though, trying to defend off in the early stages of the restart. And made a few mistakes here and there. And he's down in P6 now. But on those 10-lap-old mediums, he's putting up a good fight to stay in the points. But he has the two Alpines next. And then Jeff Pavic and Van Loon.
Okay, no, that's fair enough. That's a good insult, that. Because it's not even insulting me, really.
What?
Hyperia.
Damn, the gap between Martin and Zerveld is big. You want to know what's bigger? The gap between one's head and it was like this. Okay. That's just a tier 3 insult, really.
Nah, he doesn't need to come up with another one. That one really offended us, and I'm very upset.
Vasilev getting around the outside of Zerveld in his Ferrari. Zerveld dropping down the order here. I'm surprised Livingston is looking to get up to the back of Aurelius, but he's not gaining hand over fist, really. 5 tenths still, the gap between those two.
Alpha P7 right now is crazy. Nearly 3 wide into the final corner.
Oh, yeah.
Nilsson gets past, but Pavic doesn't, and he slams into the back of Zerveld. Rolf Van Loon's got to be licking his lips, but he can't make anything out of it. He's useless.
And Pavic is on the
Yeah,
grass. He's hit the DRS board.
Bunny hop.
What?
And Rolf Van Loon gets past Sebastian Zerveld.
Wow.
And Sheikh trying to get past Livingston and Aurelius here, but Aurelius is going to hold that. Oh, there's contact.
The two Ferraris are absolutely pushing people to the outer edges of the track right now. They've pushed 2 cars off track in the last half a lap. And Aurelius defends off that P4 position as Sheikh gets a bit of a snap, but Livingston got through, just about missed that. I think that was into turn 1, if I'm not mistaken. And up onto the podium for him, as Luke Martin is still pursuing Ice Cream for the lead of this race. But Ice Cream deciding to pit on those mediums instead of the softs, as Sheikh's nearly lost it and nearly into the wall. But Vasilev will sneak through. Nilsson will sneak through. And now Rolf Van Loon is just going to be behind him, as he's gone deep in turn 10 as well.
Oh, he's rode the curb.
And Van Loon just about sneaks up the inside and keeps it out off the side of the Red Bull.
That traction on Sheikh is ridiculous. That is so hard to combat when you're not using any traction control. But he's still going to try and fight it out for this position. And he's going to have to let him through in the end. Or is he? Yeah, he didn't fancy going up the inside. Hyperion says next week's bingo card is going to be hit DRS board. Putting up on the grass.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like how Luke Martin's in the DRS for the last lap of the race.
Oh, it's going to be close.
I don't like this. I don't like this.
He's got
Ice
no
Cream.
battery left though, and there's
No brakes.
no blinking coming from the back of that Haas just yet.
Yeah, he's got 32% ice cream.
I think this is going to be finally Ice Cream taking a good strategy. As you remember last race in Jeddah, he got a little bit screwed by a late race safety car and it lost him the win, I believe. But this time, he has made a good strategy call and gone onto the mediums under the safety car. And as we watch Rory Bates and Smith, I think this is, battle it out for P12.
It's going to go back around the outside, yeah.
Rory Bates, I think, has just better traction.
I would avert your attention back to the lead of the race. Because there's 3/10 between the two before the final DRS zone that we're going to get. This is Luke Martin's last chance to make the move. Oh, and he's had a bit of a snap on the exit, and I don't think he's going to get it done because of that.
Let's see.
Ice Cream is ahead. For now, he just needs to hold it for about 4 more corners. Oh god, this is close.
I think Ice Cream's got it. He's still got so much battery left to play with. And there's nowhere that Luke Martin could really make a move with that short in the DRS line now up to the line. It's going to be, I think it's going to be Ice Cream that takes the victory here. It is going to be the Ice Cream that takes the victory here. It's victory for Haas. Insecure. Luke Martin only good enough for P2 this race. 5/10 behind the race leader.
Livingston on the podium.
Livingston on the podium. Once again, as Aurelius picks up P4 after a great drive from him. Nilsson P5, Shake P6, Van Leen P7, Zervel P8, Vasilev P9, and Jeff Pavic takes home a point after after Williams' penalty is served.
Oh, that is fact, actually. Didn't Ice Cream take out Shake?
Oh.
If I remember correctly, he says no, but if I remember correctly,
Oh.
I think you did. Didn't Nilsson also apparently take out Jeff? So that'll be P5 gone from him, if it's true.
Oh, yeah.
And that would promote Shake up into P6 and Rolf... No, P5 and Rolf into P6. I'll send clip you see. You'll see. Okay. Go on, mate. You should be celebrating. Not defending yourself. You just won.
Possibly. Anyway, that is the classification from this race. Ice Cream takes the win on track. Martin half a second behind, giving us a very close finish. We had great scraps at the front of the field, great scraps in the middle, and terrible ones at the back. But that's usually how Tier 3 goes. We had a nearly six car battle for the lead at a stage in that race, which is just great. And Tier 3 delivering once again. Alright, let me get these through. Alright, we'll be back very shortly for the driver interviews. So stick about and we'll hear from our race winner. Ice Cream, Luke Martin and Livingston. And maybe a few others if we have time. So that'll be very shortly. Okay, we are here for the interviews. Let's get up our race winner, Mr. Adam Ice Cream. Is there anyone else here you want to bring up?
Did someone engineer you?
No.
No.
No. Okay.
Okay.
But bring
Well-
up Williams.
Nah, it's alright.
Uh,
Is Williams here?
I'm buying it.
Nah, it's alright.
That's right. If he's not here, we'll just go through it. Well, congratulations first of all.
Yeah.
A
thank you.
very close race, the entire race for you and at least 4 others. you
Yeah,
were all very close the entire race. We thought we were gonna have like a 6-car battle for the lead, but
Yeah.
you managed to make your way through. I think the traffic after the pit stop really helped you for that second stint, and just clearing a few seconds to the cars behind, like Luke Martin and Rolf and stuff. But we'll go back to the start of your weekend because the sprint race as well, P14 to P4, a great drive there.
Yeah.
And
Thank you.
was that a bit hectic? Was it a bit? Was it as easy as you thought it would be or not?
No. I mean, a lot of the driver went off and crashed, and that helped me gain a lot. But like on the first turn, I just like waited till everyone went past, so that I don't lose my front wing or anything. And then lap after lap, I was just gaining on everyone. But then when I caught up to the leaders, I somehow just lost pace, couldn't get past. I think it was Jeff or the Lone Wolf,
It was Luke
Martin,
and
maybe.
Luke ahead of you,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then Vasilev and
They were
Nelson.
just too fast for me. Yeah.
Well, in qualifying, P4 as well, in the same spot you finished the sprint racing, gave you a good
Yeah.
chance in the race, and obviously that late safety car, you decided to go on the medium tyres, which I think maybe one or two more laps, I don't think would have been the best choice because Luke was very close towards the end, gaining and gaining, just wasn't enough for him in the end, and you just about held on by half a second. But yeah, talk us a bit through your race. Anything you want to point out? Anything you want to talk about?
Well, I accidentally chose the harder tire allocation. So I only had 2 softs.
Ah,
And that's why I had to go on the intermediates in the quali for my first one.
right.
I'm
There you
sorry
And I
I
missed both
insulted
my
you.
softs. Sorry, what?
I'm
He
sorry,
he
I
insulted you.
insulted you during qualifying because you went out on the inners.
I think I still would have to save a soft. But I only had 2 softs. And on the race, they were both used. So I had to go on the mediums. And that worked out pretty good.
Well, a great race from you in the end, and
Yeah.
enough to keep the win from Luke Martin for another day. So we take those.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, thank you for coming up here,
Also,
mate.
Also to point out, I didn't take out Mr. Shake. He was almost spinning, and yeah, I couldn't avoid him. So yeah,
I'm sure it'll get decided in the investigation server eventually because it's bound to be reported by someone. So
I hope not. Yeah.
we'll see.
Alright.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you for coming up here, mate, and great job today.
Yeah. Bye.
Cheers.
Oh, I don't know who finished P2, so we're just gonna have to go straight to P3.
Actually, yeah, good point. My bad.
Go away, Swan. You're banished.
Look
Oh.
who it is. Were you expecting this after bashing iRacing all day?
No, actually, my knee hurts from braking. It really hurts.
Well, I mean, a sprint race from you up to P3 from P10 on the grid. Wait, why were you P10? Oh wait, yeah, no, because you missed people from the race, yeah. Yeah, P10 to P3 in the sprint. Just behind the 2 Alpines, who did a great job in the sprint to keep you behind. And then qualifying on pole by, I mean, your first lap I think would have put you P4 or P5.
It's not. It was slower than my tier 2 time. I used a
Well,
different setup.
Yeah, but your first lap was still enough to put you top 5. And your second lap just about kept you P1 by 300ths to Aurelius, who I think was just rapid all weekend.
He was.
But in the end, P2 in the race, I think mainly due to the start of that second stint with Aurelius and Zerveld.
I mean, I did to get ahead of Livingston at one point. There was a nice bit of. There was like 6 of us battling it out down the straight to turn 4.
Yeah, Trust me, we
It was
saw.
chaos. It was
Yeah.
chaos.
There's a bit of a scruffy move past Aurelius into turn 10, I must say, but I wouldn't say it was illegal. But it definitely wasn't the cleanest I've ever seen.
I'd practice it in tier 2, and
Yeah, you
you
practice.
only
I mean, you practice it when you nearly smashed into your teammate.
You
Oh, no,
practice
sorry, you
being
did.
you practice being a back marker. You mean?
I did practice being a back marker, and it paid off clearly. Oh, I'm looking forward to Spain next week, but there is one thing I need to do now.
Go on.
After 4 seasons of Mercedes team principal, I'm going to be handing over the reins after today to Potts.
After today.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it was a good race to end as team principal. I'm now just a driver. But yeah,
Wow.
Potts is going to be the new Mercedes team principal after 4 seasons of doing it.
Well, there you go. You heard it here first.
I want to play more iRacing.
As this Potts joined us up here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Potts,
yeah, I'm here.
Well,
Hello.
welcome to the team principal position. First of all,
Hello.
you're gonna be left with the mess that Luke's left you, I guess.
Well, you know.
Well, I guess. How did your driver do today, Potts? Did he do a good enough job?
Yeah, he did alright. We'll keep him for a few races.
I mean, was it an inspiring performance though?
It was quite inspiring.
It was
That's great,
inspiring.
yeah.
Brilliant. Well, Luke, congrats on the P2. I'm surprised you've not brought up a certain move I think you did in the sprint race. I really thought you'd just not shut up about that, but you've not said anything about it. I don't think you actually
Yeah,
know
so
what I'm
keep
on
it
about.
that way.
Yeah,
Keep it
let's
that
shut
way.
up. Let's shut up.
I can't think what move it is, but
Yeah, good. No, there wasn't one.
It
Connor's
wasn't that good then.
Connor's bugging.
Never mind.
I
Anyway,
did
Connor's on the
make,
stack.
I know Rolf got murdered when we were 3 wide through turn 8 as well.
Hyperia remembers.
Hyperia, I don't have a clue. It's the boomer age kicking in.
Well, in that case, thank you for joining us up here, boys. Congrats on the new position, Potts. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. And
Oh.
Luke, any words on leading Mercedes to like multiple world championships?
It's been a vibe. Been joined by Fox Johnson. Been joined by some big names. Potts was there as well. Big names, big
Well,
prizes.
Potts is still there, mate.
I mean, biggest name has to be Jeff Pavich though.
Yeah.
Oh,
fair
when he
enough.
scored like
0 points in 20 races in season 5 or something.
he scored in Baku.
Did he? Oh yeah, okay, right, yeah, that. What a race that was.
Well, we'll move on to P3, but thank you, boys, for coming
Thank
up
you
here.
very much,
and,
boys.
We'll see you, I'm sure, very soon.
Please.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. All right, P3, of course.
Don't bring up my shadow.
Hello,
boys.
He's here. Hello, welcome again. I think we spoke to you. Did we speak to you last week or the week before?
Yes. Yeah,
last
you
week. And still blonde or?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, you still got it. Well, congrats again on another podium. I believe, is this your second of the season now?
Yeah, 2 in a row.
2 in a row. I remember last time he's on the last lap, and this time it was probably in the last few laps that it was decided.
Yeah.
Did you actually get on the podium in season 7?
In season 7, yeah, I scored in Austria. I got podium in Austria.
Yeah.
Is that the only one?
Yes, because
That's diabolical.
Well, I'm starting off stronger now, William. So
Yeah, well, considering your season 6 form, then the season 7 was a bit of a stinker.
Well, first of all, congratulations. But second of all, we'll move on to your sprint race because you just narrowly missed out on a point. Rory Bates stole that away from you by like 2.5 tenths, if that.
Yeah.
So it was a close finish there. But from P11 to P9, battling your way through. I'm sure that doesn't tell the entire story because there's so much.
Yeah.
There's so much to watch in both races today. But then qualifying, 2.5 tenths away from Luke Martin, who was just tier 2 pace in quali, let's be real. So still put yourself P5 on the grid though.
Yeah.
And then in the race, consistently there at the top, fighting for the lead or at least the podium. So it was a very good race to watch in terms of, I think we nearly had 6 cars fighting for the lead.
Yeah,
At
it was
certain
really
times.
hectic. Yeah.
So you definitely put on a show for us as well as a few others. But yeah, talk us a bit through your race. Did you want anything you wanted to talk about? Anything we might have caught?
Yeah, I think I had the superior strategy if we didn't have that late safety car. I had a great fight with Ice Cream the whole way through, basically, and then Martin got involved near the end as well. It was really great to see, just like the standards have definitely sort of. Thank you, Will. That was really nice.
Good.
The standards have raised themselves, I think. Yeah, keep going, you prick. Yeah, that's all I want to say. It was really nice to see. I really enjoyed it.
Connor, Hyperia wants him to see. He wants Bingo
Oh.
Stunt to see his very own bingo
Yeah,
card.
bingo stone. All right.
Oh,
So
I'll send it. I'll send it to you.
yeah, send it to him. You'll see you've got your own bingo card,
Oh yeah.
and this is made by Hyperia, a massive fan of Luke Martin.
Luke Martin's super fan.
He's made.
Oh, my own one. That's so cool.
Have you seen? So you got like win a race, speed in the pit lane,
Yeah.
survive turn 1, destroy a track barrier. You know,
Like Alex did
or you can
earlier.
do a Luke Martin and finish top 10, but don't get any points because you didn't complete enough of the race. It's a great little bingo card.
It's
and
just sick. It's just sick.
I think he's been filling it in. I don't remember what did you get today, Hyperia. What did you fill in?
I definitely sped in the pit lane.
Oh
So
yeah, there you go.
he's
That's
definitely
the
put that
one.
one.
He filled that
We've
one in.
got a finished race. We've got survive turn 1. You
Yeah.
finished with your teammate. That's not very hard. Beat Van Loon the fraud again. Not very hard. You didn't crash into Fluke though.
No, he didn't give me the opportunity.
I think we maybe narrow it down. Maybe we just do like 9 boxes next race because I don't think getting every single one's gonna be possible.
How about we just play for a line?
Yeah, play for a line. Play for a line. It's a good idea.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
All right. Well, thank you very much, guys. I've got to go.
No
but
problem.
Thank you very
Cheers for
much.
coming up. Congrats today.
Thank you. How do I leave? There we go.
All right, we'll do one more interview. First hand up.
I think. Oh, hang on. No,
Oh,
to be
it was
fair.
Rolf.
To be fair. Wait. Aurelius did DM us asking
Oh.
if we had extra time after the
Oh,
podium.
okay. Oh, yeah, Aurelius.
So,
Aurelius.
Yeah.
Sorry,
We
Rolf.
wouldn't
but
want
you-
to bring up such a wash driver or anything.
Rolf, you disappointed me today, so you're not coming up.
Yeah.
Aurelius,
Yeah.
though, you had a very competitive race today.
Yeah.
You were pretty much there at the top, fighting for either P1, P2, P3
Well,
the entire race.
For my
Um,
first ever league race, I wouldn't say it's too bad.
No, it was a great performance from you. Unlucky in the end. I think pulling a Ferrari strat and staying out. I mean, even though you had your teammate behind you, it was.
It was worth the risk, I think. These guys are really fast, and on softs, I knew I wouldn't be able to keep up with them either way, so it was just worth taking that risk.
Yeah,
I
and,
brought home points, so
yeah, you brought home points. That's the main thing. I just, I think I felt quite bad for you because you had great pace. You showed that you should be fighting at the top with the likes of Luke and Tombstone and whatnot. And yeah, it was a shame to see you and Zervald fall down the positions you did. But points at the end of the day on your first league race here. Do you wanna
yeah.
tell
Well,
us
first
any-
league race ever.
Oh, first league race ever. Well,
Yeah,
there you
this is
go
my
then.
first ever league as well.
And you know you're fighting at
I
the top
did
there.
not know that.
Liability issues coming in.
Well, it's
I
even
mean-
even bigger of an achievement in that case. To be fighting at the front for that long as well. But is there any key parts of your race that you might want to share with us?
The start was probably my best racing that I could ever get. Especially it was some great racing, and I knew I wouldn't be able to keep first, but I was hoping to keep at least third. But with the incident at turn 10, infamously, with Martin, I just sort of lost. It was just losing it at that point. And I tried to stick with it, but keeping P4 with old mediums, pretty damn good. And it was fun driving with the other reserve driver, Aston Martin. That was a joy to be with. We had a good laugh whilst racing.
Yeah,
I hope we'll go race again. That was pretty fun.
that's good.
Yeah, I got my wheel now, so I'll be practicing with that now from now on. And getting
Well,
used
if
to that.
you keep that kind of performance up, I'm sure you'll find yourself winning a race not too long away. And
that safety car.
Hyperia, the tier 3 mega fan,
First
has just said that
safety
you said these guys are fast, and they said what the fuck race was he in? Because
well, you got to remember this is all perspective. I don't. I'm new to this sort of stuff, so these people I'm considering fast to me, and
Yeah,
If
well,
you
I
guys,
mean,
if you guys in my team
your first ever
slower,
league race, you've shown a lot of promise for where you're gonna go in the future because you had great pace today. I mean, I'm pretty sure you
I
surely
had
led the
2 second
most
gap
laps.
up until the safety car, and that
Yeah.
ruined me. I was so devastated with that. Oh well, it happens. You know.
Well, great stuff from you today. Skalski, have you got anything you want to say on his performance? Obviously, first ever league race, first ever race in Amethyst, and a great
Yeah,
performance.
I didn't know it was his actual first league race. But
If you count Silverstone practice, where I ended up P9.
I mean,
Uh-oh.
he surprised me with that. In a positive way, of course. To get P4 in his first race, it's just, I think it's a good debut for him. And I think with more races to come, if he gets opportunities, he will show a lot of pace and he can bring good results.
Oh, can I say one thing?
Go on.
Although I started, I have to say thank you to Ice Cream because he helped me a lot with learning the game and helping me learn to be faster. So, and Fox Johnson, he's also been helping me out. So, thanks to where thanks is due, because it's not fair to keep them out of. Well, I'm saying out of the light. Ice Cream bloody won, but yeah, I just want to say thank you for you guys because it means a lot that Amethyst is willing to help newer drivers in getting more competitive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, we've been trying to help Luke Martin for like 8 seasons, and he's not got anywhere.
He just doesn't listen.
But Hyperion has also just said if you survive the tier 3 race, then you're ready for tier 2. So
I'm staying away from tier 2. I'm sticking with tier 3.
well, thank you boys for coming up here. Great job today, and I'm
Yes.
sure we'll see you again up here next week.
I'm only a reserve. I'm not sure Ferraris. It depends if Ferraris.
Well, I don't know if you'll be staying in reserve for much longer.
Well, personally, I'm not going to go diving into races. I want to get as much time as I can on the wheel before I go competitive with the wheel.
Fair enough, fair enough. Well, congrats today, and I'm sure we'll see you again soon then.
Yeah, right. Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Yeah.
But where's the button? There it is.
Can you see the man with his hand up? Come on then.
Let's.
Hello.
Let's hear all about it.
Excuse after excuse after excuse.
The sun is in your eyes, was it?
Yeah, I had sweat drops in my eyes.
Yeah,
I couldn't see.
Yeah, are
I
you
was
sure it wasn't
blind.
was it not a fly next to your screen?
Oh, yeah, I got distracted. Yeah. Oh no, there's only one guy who gets distracted by that. But no, this race was absolutely terrible. What the hell? It was even worse than Jeddah, I think. Which says a lot, considering there were only 5 finishes in or something.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Well,
What's
off a
taking
race win, you put in a great quali lap right at the end. And put yourself, where is it? P7 in the end.
P7.
But I mean, it was pretty close from like, Jeff Pavic on down towards you and Rory. It was only like 2/10 or something like that, a tenth and a bit. So
Yeah, it wasn't much.
it was very close in the end. So then you kind of fell down at the start, didn't you? To like P9, P10 somewhere. I didn't really catch why. Was there some kind of contact?
No, I had a lot of wheel spin at the start, and then people just dive on up on dive bomb, and then I was like P10, so it was still decent. Then a few people took each other out. I got back to like P5, I think, before the pit stops. So
Fair enough. Well, yeah, and then you had a bit of contact because you went 3 wide out of the hairpin and up the hill. We were riding on board with you at that point. I think it was Luke Martin and Shay?
yeah,
No,
Sharma.
Sharma.
I hope
Um,
Hyperia shamed them in the chat, by the way.
You what?
I hope Hyperia shamed them in the chat, because that was filthy.
Well, yeah, it kind of took you out of contention. Did he get damage from that? Because visually, I couldn't see anything.
Yeah, I had big damage from that.
Ah.
Yeah, from that P5 I had a big undercut, and then Ice Cream was like 2 tenths ahead of me. Only Sharma in between us, who was very slow. And then I go for the overtake. He goes very deep, and then Luke comes down the inside, and they just sandwich me. So yeah, it's my fucking race over.
Well,
I
very
screamed
unlucky.
so loud. I'm sorry to Rory, by the way, for having to listen to that.
Huh? Oh, you
No.
scream. We said I scream so loud, like as in the
Oh no,
person.
yeah.
I was like, what? No, but yeah. Unfortunate, a little bit of contact there. But in the end, still brought home points, and I'm sure you actually finished where you started in the end. After all that, so.
After all that.
But yeah, P7 still points. Not quite the win that you had last time out, but points nonetheless. I'm sure Swan will have a lot worse things to say about it though than me.
Nah, I'll let him off. He DM'd us and he gave us good excuses. I believe him.
Well, Rory Bates on the other hand.
Oh, he
Ah,
was lovely to race with, though. Can be
Rory.
said.
I can't believe it.
Rory the
Where was he?
racing
Was he
champ.
was he like P5 or something? And
He's
he
Yeah, and
fighting
split.
for
then he got
P5
taken
and
out as
then
well.
He got taken out. I thought
no,
he split.
he sent it.
Yep.
He sent it. Absolutely sent it on someone and killed himself.
Yeah.
Anyway, Rolf, thank you for joining us up here. Thank you for everyone that's watched the stream. Hyperia, I can't wait to see you again next week and see what else you come up with. You said, don't worry, Bingo Stone. I shame someone weekly. This week, it's Van Driver Loon with his P7. There you go. So I think either you're next, or I think you're next on the insulting list. But thank you everyone for watching. Thank you to everyone at drove today. Swan, thank you for commentating with me again.
Oh yeah, such a pleasure.
I say,
Gorgeous.
say commentating. You just usually hurl insults at people, and I just kind of do the commentating bit.
Any complaints?
No, not really. On that note, we'll move on. Thank you for the follows. We had Cohen and Forey, I think that's how you say it. Thank you for the follows this stream. And I'll see everyone in a bit. Flute gets it weekly. I'll keep out on Sharma. I mean Sharma next week. Okay. Well, see you next week.